Lou Kirkham set Lille Regionals ablaze with their Gouging Fire EX deck. This is a deck that no one's really been talking about, but it got top 16 at a massive tournament. Shoutouts to Luke for the amazing performance. But in the same weekend at the Thailand Premier Ball League, a Gouging Fire deck won the entire event. Again, congratulations to Wasan T for the win. Congratulations to Gouging Fire for absolutely crushing it on that weekend. And today we are going to be covering the championship build of Gouging Fire EX. I'm Jet from inthirdperson.com. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's talk about the championship build of Gouging Fire EX. Before we continue with this video, quickly wanted to let you know that I am fundraising for Extra Life. 100% of the proceeds go towards the Children's Miracle Network of Hospitals, a network of 170 hospitals taking care of thousands of kids every day. If you would like to support this cause, hit the link in the description of this video. I'll also flash it on the screen right here. Thank you to everybody that's made a donation so far, including Player 2 Start, JF Raptor Fan, and Robert and Griff. Thank you all for your wonderful support. And if you're interested in supporting the cause, hit the link in the description. And if you support at one of the 3 reward tiers, you can get a signed Pokemon card from me, as well as prints of my spray paint art, such as this Greninja one, this Mewtwo one I'm holding upside down. We've got a Super Mario one here and a bonus Night Sky painting. So if you want to support a wonderful cause while also getting some fun stuff from me, hit the link in the description of this video. All right, lock in. Let's get back to it. It is a fire Pokemon with 230 HP. It's an ancient type, so you get access to stuff like Ancient Booster Capsule for the extra 60 HP, as well as Sada's Vitality for the extra attachments and draw power. Its first attack, Heat Blast, does 60 damage for a fire and a colorless. It's not great, but its Blaze Bliss attack, this is where it's at. For 2 fire and a colorless energy, it does 260 damage, which is huge. You're knocking out pretty much every big basic in the game, even taking out some smaller stage 1 EXs as well. And it's a little bit of an awkward number. Some of the higher stage 1 EXs as well as the stage 2s are going to be out of range, but we do have some ways to fix that, which we'll get to in a sec. And Blaze Blitz, 260 damage, but you can't use Blaze Blitz until it leaves the active spot. So if you don't have any sort of switch outs, you're stuck using Heat Blast for 60, which is kind of annoying. But we do have some ways around that. The deck does have a bunch of movement options, as well as some other tricks up its sleeve to mitigate the damage shortfall here and there, though 260 is absolutely insane against some other turbo decks in the format. We've got 3 copies of Gouging Fire EX. We've got 1 copy of Entei V. Its fleet-footed ability lets you draw a card. And then we've got Burning Rondo for a fire and a colorless energy, does 20 damage and 20 more damage for each bench Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's. This is going to cap out at about 220 damage with 2 full benches of 5. But in an era where there are decks playing the Area Zero Underdepth Stadium, this could climb even higher. You don't run a Terra Pokemon, but if they bench another 3 Pokemon, you are then doing 280 damage, which is a wonderful number to be hitting. Entei also has the benefit that with only a 2 energy cost, it's pretty decently likely that you can attack first turn 1 going second with Entei, so very nice option to have here. We have 1 copy of Delphox, where its Eerie Glow attack is actually not that bad for 1 fire energy. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now burned and confused, can help you put in a little chip damage while also stalling for time if you need a little more time to get your bench set up. And then my favorite part of the deck is that we've got double Munkidori, where the Adrena Brain ability lets you move 3 damage counters from your Pokemon to your opponent's Pokemon if this has a dark energy on it. And there's a couple of ways you can attach from hand from Munkidori, or if you Sada's Vitality Dark Energy to your Gouging Fires, you can use Energy Switch to move it to the Munkidori, giving you the ability to move damage off of your Gouging Fires, your Enteis, or whatever else has damage on it. If you're able to move 60 damage with Munkidori, then the Gouging Fire is hitting for 320 damage on that turn, which is going to be enough to knock out almost everything in the game, except for Charizard, which is kind of annoying. But at that point, you could also slap on the Vitality Band for an extra 10 damage and a hit for 330 damage total. All right, let's cover the rest of the Pokemon here. We've got one copy of Fezandipiti EX, where once during your turn, if your opponent has knocked out one of your Pokemon on the previous turn, you can just draw 3 cards. That's a crazy busted card in the format right now that almost every deck is running. We've got one copy of Mew EX that lets us draw up to 3 cards if we have less than 3 cards in hand. We've got one copy of Radiant Greninja helping us get our fire energy in the discard pile so that we can reattach it with Magma Basin. And then one copy of Squawkabilly EX, where Squawk and Seize is an ability we can use on our first turn of the game in order to discard our hand and draw 6 cards, not only giving us a fresh hand, but also getting energy in the discard pile for Magma Basin as well as Sada's Vitality. For trainer cards, we've got one copy of Heavy Ball, lets us grab a basic Pokemon from our prizes and put it into our hand. And we do have a couple of one-ofs here, including our Mew EX, Entei, Radiant Greninja, and Squawkabilly, so that Heavy Ball can come in really handy. One copy of Counter Catcher when we're behind on prizes. We can gust up a opposing bench Pokemon. 3 copies of Switch Cart, where we get to switch our active Pokemon with our bench Pokemon, while also healing 30 damage from our active on the way out. One copy of Pokemon Catcher. This is one of the weird sticking points to me in the deck. It feels kind of odd to just have one copy of it, but it has bailed me out here and there. You flip a coin, and if heads, you get to switch your opponent's bench Pokemon with their active. This is a deck where you want to play Sada's Vitality every turn, so you're not oftentimes getting the opportunity to gust, but Pokemon Catcher does give you the opportunity to gust even if you're ahead on prizes. Granted, you have to hit heads, but it is better than nothing. We are running a very low gust count here with 1 Counter Catcher, 1 Pokemon Catcher, and then the lone boss's orders for supporter-based gusting. For trainer card, or more trainer cards, we've got Secret Box, where this is a crazy good card. Lets you discard 3 cards from your hand. Can be that fire energy to get in there for Sada and for your Magma Basin, but lets you search your deck for an item, a Pokemon tool card, a supporter card, and a stadium card. So a ton of potential value here where you can absolutely pop off, discard, get a Sada's Vitality, get a 4 Seal Stone, get your Magma Basin. Like, a ton of great things can happen after you play Secret Box. One copy of 4 Seal Stone lets you use your V-Star power to grab any card from your deck. Incredibly powerful, and you'll want to attach this to either Entei or Delphox to activate that V-Star power. 3 copies of Energy Switch lets you move a basic energy from one of your Pokemon to another one of your Pokemon. There are multiple times where this is relevant, where let's say you've got you have a dark energy on a Gouging Fire that you attach from Sada's Vitality. You can move it to a Munkidori. You can attach 2 energy from Sada's Vitality onto your fire Pokemon, and then move 1 of those fire energies to another one, so that you've got 2 on 1, helping to build up Gouging Fire's attack. Lots of good uses for Energy Switch in this deck. 3 copies of Ultra Ball, discard 2 cards, get any Pokemon that you want. Also, you want to discard Fire Energy for that Sada synergy as well as the Magma Basin. 1 copy of Pal Pad lets you put 2 supporter cards from your discard pile back into your deck. 4 copies of Nest Ball to get our basics down. 1 copy of Thorton, which is a very cool tech in this deck. Lets you choose a basic Pokemon from your discard pile and switch it into one of your basic Pokemon in play, and then any sort of attached cards, damage counter, special conditions, turns in play, and any other effects carry over. This can help you surprise your opponent. Let's say you've got an Entei V in the active, and then you play Thorton and switch out with a Gouging Fire. All of a sudden, you're hitting for more damage than they accounted for. Maybe you surprise them with a Delphox Snipe attack when they weren't expecting it, and then you take 2 cheeky prizes that way. Lots of cool uses for Thorton in this deck. 4 copies of Sada's Vitality, where you get to choose 2 of your ancient Pokemon and attach an energy from your discard pile to each of them, and then draw 3 cards. I do find it tricky to get two Gouging Fires on board each time. There's just a lot of Pokemon that I want on the bench at once, so oftentimes I only have 1. If possible, try and get 2 Gouging Fires on board so you can maximize the power of Sada's Vitality. 2 copies of Ancient Booster Capsule, which lets you get plus 60 HP on your Gouging Fires, boosting their HP all the way up to a whopping 290. Now, one of the biggest differences in this deck versus the Lou Kirkham build is that Lou Kirkham went for Bravery Charms instead of the Ancient Booster Capsule, and this gives you the benefit of being able to also attach it to Entei, which is something that you might want. So you can give Entei also 280 HP and spread the wealth where possible. So definitely something to consider. We've also got, let's see, where do we leave off here? Oh, 1 copy of Iono for hand disruption. Both players shuffle their hands, put it to the bottom of their deck, and then draw equal to the number of prize cards they have remaining. 1 copy of Vitality Band for that extra 10 damage, and then 3 copies of Earthen Vessel where you discard an energy and then draw 2 energy, or discard a card and draw 2 energy from your deck. And then last but not least, we've got 8 copies of Fire Energy, 3 copies of Dark Energy, and then 2 copies of Jet Energy. So this deck wants to go second more often than not, and most of the time it's going to be it's decently reasonable to get Entei online on that turn 1 going second for a quick attack. It is possible to get Gouging Fire as well, but you'll need something like a Magma Basin attach, a Sada's Vitality attach, as well as an attach from hand, and then you've got to switch them into the active. So a lot going on there to get that turn 1 Gouging Fire attack, so I wouldn't necessarily hold my breath for that. But as you go, you'll want to attack with your Entei, Gouging Fire, maybe Delphox if possible, and then along the way get 1 to 2 Munkidori set up so that you can move damage off of your Pokemon and onto your opposing Pokemon that you can soften up for these attackers to take out later. Lots of cool combos with this deck. This deck can go very fast. It can keep up with a lot of the turbo decks while also having some really cool answers against the control decks. And I think the differences between the Lou Kirkham build, I think the biggest one to me is that there's a Moltres from Pokemon Go, where it gives you the opportunity to not only gives you plus 10 damage across all your basic fire Pokemon without having to use something like a Vitality Band, which is cool. But the trade-off is Lou Kirkham's list only has 1 Munkidori, and I really like the Munkidori, but the Moltres is very cool because you can also hit Mimikyu with it, which this championship build does not have a great answer for it. You could eventually like Magma Basin to yourself a whole bunch of times and then move stuff with Munkidori. It's not ideal though. I think if I were building this deck, and I actually did build my own version of Gouging Fire, and I'm realizing here that I mixed up some of the sleeves, so I'll have to fix that later. But if I were building a Gouging Fire list, and I've got mine here, I would have some sort of hybrid between the Lou Kirkham build and the Thailand regional build, because there's aspects of both that I really like that I want to squeeze all into one deck. But whatever version of Gouging Fire you play, this is a very cool underrated deck that has proven to work under crazy conditions. So let's go and check out some of these matches, which are not what I thought they would be, admittedly. I ended up against a lot of like weird control and wall decks, and that's most of this video. But we do have at least one aggro match in here, so you can kind of see how Gouging Fire holds up in that environment. All right, let's get to these matches. Okay, we've got ourselves a decent start. Looks like probably Raging Bolt. If they're getting down all of the Ogre Pawns here, we could potentially race ahead with an early 2-prize KO, but going to be tricky to see where we go from here, right? Yeah, it's Raging Bolt, and really going to depend on how the rest of this shakes out. Pokegear, potentially getting the Masada's Vitality. Okay, let's go and see what we're working with here. I think that I want to... We'll get rid of the Ancient Booster Capsule, or the Basic Energy, and the Ancient Booster Capsule, which is actually really kind of annoying. I do want... And let's go and hit the Pokestop just to see if we can get any sort of... Okay, Earthen Vessel doesn't help me right this second, but we can go Magma Basin, and we can Jet Energy up. And let's go and Forest Seal Stone here. Star Alchemy, we'll go grab ourselves the Squawk. And I'm actually going to fleet-footed here first, just see if we pull anything good randomly. Just the fire energy, but we can throw that in the discard pile for a Gouging Fire later. So let's go get a Gouging Fire down along with probably a let's get the Fez down. And we'll swing for 280 here, taking an early 2-prize lead. Now, we kind of need a Sada's Vitality here if we're going to follow up. Okay, we get the Secret Box. That's good. That's a good start. And yeah, we can get Sada's Vitality, get the Fire Energy. We need... yeah, a second Nest Ball to get 2 energy down would be great. And then we have the E-Switch. We can potentially get like a Munkidori. Potentially get upwards of 4 energy set up here. Tails, heads. Okay. Little annoying. They probably trap Gouging Fire in the active is what I would do if I were them. Nope, they trapped the Fez. Okay. And they charm up. That's why I want... how do we get... ooh, okay. If we go and... how do we sequence this so we can get the... get the Munkidori, getting some damage on there early? That would be the best option for us. Or we could boss, right? Okay. Because yeah, we can switch Entei in, and that might be the play, is that we Secret Box for boss here. Let's go and Energy Switch to the Gouging Fire. And if we get rid of Thorton and we go grab like a Fire and a Dark Energy here, right? And then we Secret Box for... and we get rid of... ooh. Getting rid of the Ancient Booster Capsule is kind of bad. I kind of didn't want to do that, but here we go. If we go like boss... Magma Basin... item? What do we grab here? I would really prefer... and maybe let's go grab the Vitality Band here. Yep. So we'll go and switch. Switch the Entei in. And hopefully we're doing enough damage. There's the Sada's Vitality, right? I'm not gonna get... yeah, let's go and boss up the Ogre Pawn, and we are doing... what are we doing? 240? Yep, that's enough. Let's go and move 30 damage over to the Raging Bolt, nullifying the Bravery Charm, because Gouging Fire at that point was going to be able to swing for a whopping 260 damage, taking that KO, so making quick work of that Raging Bolt. They got off to a slow start, and we capitalized, taking out that Ogre Pawn. We're going to be able to take out a second Ogre Pawn and set up the Gouging Fire for a quick checkmate there. GG's. Gouging Fire to start with a bunch of energy here. Not liking that. And we are up against Cornerstone Ogre Pawn. Looks like we're up against some sort of control deck. Not the biggest fan of that, but we do have options against that. Gouging Fire can hit that. Let's go and get a Greninja down. And maybe we get a Squawkabilly in here. Yeah, Gouging Fire just absolutely annihilates that thing. So let's go and... I'll attach, and let's go and throw away the Pokemon Catcher and The other thing... Oh, we've prized Squawk? Oh, this is going to be painful. Okay. Okay. Well, if we've prized Squawkabilly, then we draw up and we wait. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Oh, that feels so bad. That feels so bad. Okay, let's see what we can do. Probably gonna put down a Forest Seal Stone target. Yeah, Rotom. Alright. And they'll just instant charge for 3? Okay. Then we'll start blasting on this following turn. We'll get rid of the Dark Energy, which I might not actually... Oh, yes. Can we? I'm gonna get rid of the Counter Catcher here. Let's go grab some Fire. And it would have been nice to... have... Can we get another... Ooh. Yeah, let's go grab the Munkidori. And do we have any more Fire Energy in the deck? Yeah. Let's go and get the Delphox down. And actually, I would have wanted to keep some Dark Energy here. And let's go bench the Munkidori as well. And I can go... Blast for 260. And maybe we get a switch out here? That would be nice. No, we do not. So we're gonna have to work for this here. And that could be a problem. That could absolutely be a problem. I should have gotten a Dark Energy to potentially grab something. But here we are. Uh-oh, here comes the Misfortune Sisters. Rotom V. The Delphox can burn and confuse Mimikyu, even if it's not doing damage, per se. Okay, they get down the Snorlax. Double Snorlax. We can smash them if it really comes down to it. Yeah, we can't attack right now, and we can't retreat right now, actually. Okay, here comes the Counter Catcher. And we'll have to figure this out from here. Not ideal. Certainly not ideal. Misfortune Sisters, they do have mill options. Okay. Yeah, this is annoying, but let's see what we can do. Right, we still have Jet Energies in the deck. We have, yeah, Sada's good. Conceal cards, that can get us some stuff. Vitality Band, we can go and attach energy through Magma Basin to the Delphox. Would love to get a Dark Energy onto... Yeah, can we get more Dark Energy onto the... Yeah, what do we even soften up here? Probably the one on the bench. They could scoop it up, but like... Okay, let's go and grab Squawk. And we wait. Ah, we could just boss. Yeah, we can boss and take out the Rotom. Or we take out the Aries annoying that they don't take out anything, though. So if we go and actually... You know what? We have some plays. We have some plays. We can do double... If we gust up... I can't go 120, 120 to the Snorlax. That's kind of annoying. That's kind of annoying. Like, if we go and... I can snipe this out. We can't take both out at the same time. So if we go and conceal cards... And we... Magma Basin. Right? Ooh, if we go and gust up the Rotom. What? It won't let me gust the Rotom? Are you kidding me? Game, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why won't you let me grab the Rotom? Oh, that's an absolute waste. Oh my goodness. Okay, that actually works. That actually works. That actually works, because now we can move 3 damage to these Snorlaxes. We go and pivot the Delphox in. And we go and swing for 120 to 2 targets. So we hit the Snorlax on the bench as well. We take out the 2 Snorlaxes. And this is going to be very tough for them to recover. We get another Switch card. That's good. And let's see how they respond here. Probably with a Snorlax and a Counter Catcher and all that jazz. Yep, Counter Catcher the... Okay, Counter Catcher the Greninja. And they Penny Loop away the Snorlax... Or the... Oh, and what are we going to hit here? Knock an energy off of... What would they knock? Okay, the Munkidori energy. That's kind of annoying, but not necessarily the end of the world. Jet energy is fantastic. I'm going to keep that for... actually, we use the jet energy now, and then we can switch later is the way to play this, I think. So we're going to attach energy to the Delphox right now. And, oh, shoot. That's not how I should have done it. No, I guess we can switch card here, too. No, that would be... How many more switch outs do we have? Because we can't... If I Blaze Blitz, I might have screwed ourselves. Because now we can't attack. If we go 120... No, we just jet energy at this point. We just jet energy. And then we're done. So, yeah, we take the win here. Really ugly match. But Gouging Fire does have tools to make this one a little more of a reasonable fight. So let's go and jet energy up. Gouging Fire comes in, swings for 260 damage for the win. GG's. Snorlax doll, get out of here. Yeah. So between the myriad of switch options, we did great there. I actually didn't in the moment, I did not see the taking out the 2 Snorlaxes with the Delphox. That wasn't the original plan. But it ended up being pretty good. I probably could have played it better. But regardless, we weren't able to take out 2 Snorlaxes, and ultimately we're able to manage our resources in a way where we had enough switch outs to blow through this very annoying deck. GG's. Let's see. Oh, they bricked 4 to... Oh, is this Iron Thorns? Is this Iron Thorns? Yeah, it's Iron Thorns. Okay. How do we go about beating Iron Thorns as this deck? We could stall for time with the Delphox. I actually like that. If we go in with the Delphox and we... Okay, if we go like this, right? And we go and get the Munkidori down, right? And we go get rid of... Hold on. If we go and get rid of 2 fire energy, No, we get rid of a fire and a Pokemon Catcher. And we go grab ourselves a Delphox. And we attach energy. The Entei is not going to work. The Forest Seal Stone might. If we go and attach the basic fire energy, switch card up, and we just burn and confuse. And we slow them down this way. Damn, darn it, they heal from the burn, but they are still confused. And of course, they have Crushing Hammer, and of course, they hit heads. That's annoying. Oh, they take it off of the Gouging Fire. Interesting. Oh, okay, because they have a second one. Got it. Okay, they missed that one, though. What's the play? Do we just, like, confuse them into oblivion here? I think this is going to make for a terrible video. All these sort of, like, controlling decks. The Entei is probably the best attacker here, to be honest. Because the Entei gives us, like, a steady attacker that can just hit for a whole bunch of damage. And maybe we just stall for time with the... Yeah, if they're going to get down, like, a whole bunch of... Iron Thorns here to prolong this game. Okay, do they have the double turbo, though? Energy Lotto, please brick. Of course they find it. But they are going to have to swing through confusion here, so if they hit tails... then it just does damage to them. Oh my goodness, of course they hit. So they do 120. And we can Munkidori here and just keep confusing them. And at some point, we will go and build up an Entei. So let's go and move some damage here off of our Pokemon. And let's go Eerie Glow. And just keep burning and confusing. There we go. Now they can eat that burn. And do they have the free retreat? They got rid of at least one future capsule. So I don't know if they have a way out here. Oh, okay. They have it. 120, 90. I think the... Uh-oh. Crushing Hammer's annoying. Okay, and we get Iono. That could be bad. Ooh, the Lost City on the Delphox. But tails, tails, tails. Yes! That gives us more time to set up here. And we just keep burning them. Yep. Okay. This isn't the way I wanted to play this video. At least that's not the way I had planned it. But we'll go for it for sure. Okay, Magma Basin. There's no... I'm not too concerned. Ooh, we can double monkey here. Oh, yes. The double monkey goes kind of hard. Yeah, so we go and move that damage off of the Delphox. And I could actually move the Entei in and just start attacking if I really wanted to. I don't, though. Let's go and move that energy off of the Gouging Fire. We'll bring it towards the Entei. And yeah, we're just going to Eerie Glow again. And now they have to retreat, or they're going to lose this Iron Thorns. Ugh. Okay, yeah, they can go. And yeah, they'll swing, right? They'll do 120, but we can, again, move another 60 damage. And we can go and move the we can take out this Iron Thorns pretty easily. The one that's going to retreat. And then just keep confusing them. This isn't the way that I'd plan on playing this at all, but that's fine. Okay, if they hit the Crushing Hammer on the... They're probably going to try and hit the Crushing Hammer on the Delphox. And that's okay. Because we can go and Magma Basin, attach it to Entei. Oh, okay. Move it to Munkidori. That is kind of annoying, but we can do a little bit of a switcheroo here. Where I can Energy Switch to the one on the bench and do it that way. So that's kind of funny. That is kind of funny. Okay, let's do that. For the troll, we are going to move the damage off of this Yep, we take those two. Okay, we've got some fire energy. And we can go E-switch again. And we'll go move it to this Munkidori. And we are doing, what, 210? Yeah. Now let's go and hit the one in the active. And they're going to knock us out if they hit. Which is a little annoying. Not necessarily the end of the world, but I don't necessarily... Yeah, I think we build up the Entei, and we'll go for the confusion play here so that we can steadily build up damage and potentially build up a Gouging Fire for later. They heal. So they will take a knockout on this Delphox if they come in. But I think we're in an okay spot. Okay, they'll come in. They'll knock out the... Knock it out for 120. And they'll move they move it to the open one here. That's fine. Okay, let's make sure we... Oh, we're not behind on prizes, so we can't counter catcher here. Okay. So we are doing how much damage to... Ooh, Thorton? Thorton goes crazy later. Right now, we're doing 140 damage. 160. We can move 2 damage. That would be 180. So is it worth it to go and hit the one in the... I think we hit the one in the active. And we start to build up this Gouging Fire to potentially be a game-ending proposition here. 120, 120. Could we potentially get a surprise Thorton and get the Delphox back? That would be hilarious if we could set up enough damage to take a Delphox snipe. And this Pokemon can't use Blaze Blitz again until it leaves the active spot. Yeah, that's fine. So we could potentially... Oh, are they going to Turbo Energize here? Yeah, I think they are. If we go in Delphox right now, is it worth it? I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Gouging Fire is going to take a one-hit KO on any of these Pokemon for the rest of the game. So, I think we're fine. I think we can even hold out on Lost City here. Ooh, we can Sada and get the Dark Energy back and potentially E-Switch and get the double Munkidori play going again. Ooh, that's fun. But can we discard Dark Energy? That's the problem with our current configuration right now. I'm going to set up for a double Dark action here. And let's go swing for 160. They're not knocking out the Entei. Is there a way? Like at this point, we've got game in hand. This Iron Thorns is not shutting us down. They're not doing enough damage. We can move 60 back. And I don't even think we need to move Entei from the active, but is there a way to set up a Delphox snipe? That would be hilarious. I think we go in with the Gouging Fire at the end. Oh, the Legacy Energy does help. It does help. Now, is it possible? Yeah, that does slow things down. Right? 120. I think we still want to... Yeah, we can move 60 damage off. And 140. And... I don't want to get put in a position... Okay, they'll move the energy onto this. I think we definitely want to move damage. Is there a world where 80... Okay, we get all the damage there. So 140 plus 80 is 220. 140, yeah, we've got enough for a KO here. We are in like an amazing spot. If we go and actually get rid of this, and we can go grab 2 more energy, and we can actually set up. Let's go set up the Ancient Booster Capsule here, and we'll Magma Basin just to put a little extra damage onto, so we've got some damage for the next one to move over. And yeah, we'll go swing for 140. Yeah, this is not really the Gouging Fire match that I was thinking we were getting when we were setting up here, but kind of showing some other applications in which Gouging Fire is potentially strong. In particular, showing off the double Munkidori tech here. It goes kind of crazy. Yeah, maybe they can gust up, say, the Squawkabilly and take 2 prizes, but, like, I think we've got them in checkmate. Even if they... I don't see a route in which they're taking 4 more prizes. So we kind of just, like, clamp them down. Okay. You know, Judge is annoying. Judge certainly is annoying, but yeah, there we go. We have multiple outs at this point. Yeah, double Monkey goes insane. Yeah, they hit for 140. 140 plus 80 is 220. We move that other 60 damage back to them. We gust in Gouging Fire, and it's over. And we got the Secret Box too. Oh my goodness. So let's go and move 30 here. And like I'm playing with my food here a little bit, but did want to showcase some of the power here, right? Because in a scenario where we're moving 60 and then this comes in, it's now swinging for 320. Right now we're not doing enough. That's like 180. And we gust in the Gouging Fire. And now we are doing 320 damage. That would be enough to knock out a Dragapult if you can set up the scenario where you've got double Munkidori. So I know that's a lot. It's tough, and I've had some issues setting it up, but I have beaten Dragapult with this deck. It's a hard matchup. I think the Dragapult has the edge, but double Munkidori does help you in the sense that you're able to move 60 damage, and then Gouging Fire can come in, hit 260, take out 320 in one turn, which is absolutely huge in that matchup. So I think this is going to be the last match in the video, which is kind of annoying. I was kind of hoping to showcase more just like aggro decks that this deck was fighting against, and we ended up unfortunately getting good footage for like more controlling walling decks with the Snorlax and the Iron Thorns. But this deck does pack a punch. It can go fast, and it kind of is a little better suited in some of those controlling matchups because you do have tools like your Jet Energies and your Switch Carts and all that. And like we kind of didn't miss our abilities at all, especially getting double Munkidori down to just like keep the energy or keep the damage off so that we could keep that Delphox alive to stall for multiple turns. And Entei was doing solid damage. Iron Thorns coming in for that massive KO at the end. Awesome. GG's. There we go. That is a look at Gouging Fire EX. Again, congratulations to Entei for the win at the Thailand Premier Ball event. And again, congratulations to Luke Kirkham for the top 16 finish at Lille Regionals. This is a deck that is definitely on the rise, gaining some momentum here. We'll see if the community as a whole adopts Gouging Fire as a more serious threat to the meta. I will admit, when playing this, there are some times where this deck feels really bad. Dragapult is not impossible, but it's tough with the way they can spread the damage counters on. Charizard can be very annoying because you do have options in terms of like if you can get the perfect double Munkidori plus the Vitality Band, you can take one out, but it's really hard to set up those kinds of plays. So it's not a perfect deck, but it is pretty decent against a lot of the big basic turbo decks that are popular right now. Even something like Regidrago could be advantageous for you because you can pretty reasonably one-shot a Regidrago V-Star with a Gouging Fire. So definitely some stuff to consider here. I like Gouging Fire a lot. Again, I liked it so much that I have started building my own Gouging Fire deck. And we'll see where things go from here for this archetype. But I think it's very cool and would love to see it in action even more. But for now, I got to get going. Thank you so much for watching. You can find me on all the things: YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at InThirdPerson. You can find me on Twitch at InThirdPerson, where I stream the Pokemon trading card game every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And check out the website inthirdperson.com for more articles and videos on video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. So until the next one, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.